the more you experience the mistakes that you're making, the more you can understand how to improve and get better. But if you give up, now you're cheating yourself out of that learning experience. That's why losing is so important, because as you lose, you can be learning how to get better. The more you lose, the more it bothers you, the better you can get, the more improvement there is to make. And you have to train your mind to think exactly that way. Losing equals improvement. Frustration, embarrassment equals improvement. So now that we've established why losing is so important, let's talk about the best way I can think of, the best way I know of in my 30 years in basketball, how to use that losing to your advantage. So now that we've covered how and why losing can be so important and so beneficial, let's talk about how to actually deal with it when it's happening to you in game. There's no way around this. What I'm about to say is going to sound like coach speak. It's going to sound like I'm an old head. It's going to sound like I'm old school, which I essentially am. But just because it's cliche doesn't mean that it's not absolutely true. And that is when you find yourself losing by a large margin in a game and you're getting frustrated and you're getting embarrassed and you want to just give up. The very best thing you can do is the opposite of that, which is to fight, to hustle, to play absolutely as hard as you can. Now, from a physical standpoint, not only does that mean for you to hustle and play absolutely as fast, hard, as much energy and effort as you can, but as a newer, younger player, you might actually have something physically that your opponents who are older and better might not actually have. And that is that your body, because you're newer and younger, is actually fresher than older, more experienced players. I say repeatedly on this channel, to me, basketball is the most athletic American sport, but the cost of that is the more you play basketball, the harder you play, the more often consistent you play, the more wear and tear you're going to put on your body because you're being as athletic as you possibly can be. So older, more experienced probably have wear and tear on your body that you as a newer, younger player probably doesn't have. They may and very well will be more conditioned than you, but again, that's only something that's temporary that you can work on to catch them sooner than later. But the bottom line is they have wear and tear on their body that you probably don't have, which means you have no excuse, even if you don't have the conditioning that they do, to play absolutely as hard as you can. Effort, energy, hustle, all out. To me, the more frustrated and embarrassed you are, the harder you should play. And that includes mentally. So yes, you're newer, you're younger, you don't have skills and experience yet. I get that. So you may not know exactly what to do when you're out here. The only thing you can do is the best you know how to do. So make the best decisions that make the most sense to you in the moment, in a certain play or a situation. Make the best decisions that make sense to you and just deal with the consequences. Are you going to make mistakes? Yes, but that is actually, as a newer, younger player, that's the point. Expose your mistakes so that you can learn from that. Make the best decisions you know how to make in the moment, which means you're gonna make mistakes, which means the more mistakes you make, the more you know you have to improve upon.